Shalom, Kohalo Yahweh Shemi Hashaba Hashem Kodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us is true. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers are pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David, all right? So this lesson is going to go into a potential chess move, all right? Because we see all of these things going on, like yesterday's video about the attacks on the infrastructure, on power, okay? And this has something to do with it. This actually came out yesterday, 18 hours ago, and it kind of just went by me, all right? Because this guy was talking about ships, right, over in the Middle East getting blocked, oil blockade, and it didn't really register with me until today, okay? This whole thing about Keystone pipeline, all right, the U.S. pipeline that is shut down with an emergency. That combined with these oil tankers out there being redirected, all right, and that combined with the shooting up of substations. Okay, well, I've been reporting on that last couple of days, but when you put everything together, what's today? Today is the 9th. Today is the day of the supposed railroad strike that they kind of waved off, if you will. Remember that? But, you know, if, again, when you add everything together, something's going down. So we gotta, we gotta keep our eyes peeled. Are we not watchmen? All right. So let's get that real quick. I have made thee a watchman. So I can bear with me. I have made thee a watchman. For who? Okay. Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Hey, warning, warning, Will Robinson. Warning, Will Robinson. Okay, you got to be old. That's an inside joke, all right? Warning, Will Robinson. That's the old robot, all right? Well, here's your warning. Everything is about to stop. What are they doing with power right now? What are they? And for the record, Salaki. For the record, I'm a gas watcher. I watch the price of gas where I'm at, and I'm in California. And at the height, we were right at $6. Might have been 6.25, right at its worst. And we've been waiting for the $10 gas to pop off, right? Because $10 gas is a sign. It was actually 7 in some parts of California, which is what's the Will Smith movie? I Am Legend. See, when gas prices go I Am Legend, right? These are signs. And what are we doing? We're watching. Why? Because we have been made a watchman unto the house of Israel. All right? So we're warning you. Hey, watch what happened with I Am Legend. All right? Well, the gas prices were pegged at like $7, $8. Right? Which is a sign. This devil knows. They put illuministic signs in their movies, especially these Will Smith movies. You got Hancock, Spiritual Power. You got Independence Day, the Day of the Lord. You understand? So they know exactly what they're doing. You got I Am Legend, the Scandemic. Okay? They're showing you these things. Anyway, back. So I'm going to just quickly go through. I'm going to start with this guy. This was yesterday. Patrick Humphrey, whom I don't really like or trust this guy, but I'm going to let him speak anyway. Let's see what he has to say. Because he's going to say that this is psyop. He's gonna say these things, so I'm gonna let him say it.
Thousands of barrels per day are at risk, and it's shut down right now. All right, we are also seeing massive oil lockups in international waters. All right, oil tankers cannot move right now; they are locked up in international waters, and oil prices on international markets are already spiking from this. All right, so we'll get into all this stuff. We'll get into
And we'll see. All right. I got gas for the first time. I mean, this is at its lowest, and I paid $3.57 with a card. Okay, and that's damn good because it's been hovering at like 4.85, hovering right around $5. So to see 3.57, you're like this. What? Something's going on. All right, because these fools are not. They are gouging. They're not about to stop. Okay, and when it comes down that low, what does it mean? That they're about to go right back up with it. They're trying to lull you into a false sense of security. Not now, while they're attacking substations and there's an attack going on, and we're just here to noise it abroad. This means something. All right, it's about to get cold out here. So what does that mean? Zero hedge. I'm gonna try to pull up that zero hedge cold
the
thing.
oil in just a second, but I wanted to hit this too because it's so dystopian. All right, and I have the winter jacket on because it's freezing. I live in Colorado, and this room does not get any good heat to it, so it's freezing. And I want to say toasty. All right, so let's get into what's going on right now. All right, this is all related. France is set to ban short haul domestic flights. All right, this is all part of the agenda to shut down oil and gas and energy. All right,
This says European Council will ban domestic flights if the rail alternative takes less than 2.5. What? What do you know about the rail alternative? What is this about? This is 4 days prior to the day they have set for the rail something. Okay. All right. Now, didn't they just have Davos or something? They just had a summit meeting where this uh, Dr. Death, whatever his name is, Klaus, Klaus Meine of Blackout. Who's that? The Scorpions? Blackout. Remember that? Klaus. Uh, they're working on something. All right. What are they working on? This all adds up. Okay. Short haul domestic flights. What is that about? That's about fuel. The rail alternative. What is that about? That's about commerce doing, getting food and supplies. When you sit and you watch a train, right, and you see the big black tanker cars, what do you think that's holding? Oil. Okay. All right. So the train has something to do with oil as well, right? Energy. They're attacking substations.
agenda. This is an attack. This is on purpose. And the dystopia is here. So France is set to ban
So he said, this is an attack. This is on purpose. Listen to that.
flights. All right. This is all part of the agenda to shut down oil and gas and energy. All right. This is an agenda. This is an attack. This is on purpose. And the dystopia is here. So France is set to ban short haul flights for domestic flights. The European country will ban domestic flights if the rail alternative takes less than 2.5 hours. Right? We are already in the Great Reset. We are already in the shutting down. This is what I was saying the other day is we are entering climate lockdowns. This is the next phase of lockdowns, climate lockdowns. Everyone's already conditioned for this, for these lockdowns. Everyone's already conditioned for it. The next phase is climate lockdowns. All right, it's coming. So hit that like button, hit that sub button so you can get in the chat. Let me know what's going on. We're gonna hit some more comments in a little bit.
Okay, good enough. All right. Now, uh, this uh, this whatever the hell is going on right now with the climate, guess what? It's damn near the middle. What's today? The ninth. It's damn near the middle of December, right? In like 11 days, what, 21? It's going to be winter officially, right? It's going to be officially winter. Let's see, zero. Uh, winter forecast. Is this yesterday? 6 days ago. Let's see. This is not what I want. Global warming, new hemisphere snow cover at 56-year high. No, it's not quite what I want, but let's see. Um, bear with me as I kind of hone in on what I'm looking for. They have a search engine. Login username. I'll go back here. Let me see. Bear with me. Let's see if I can find it. Zero Hedge. Saw this yesterday. Zero Hedge. Late winter. October. Come on now. December. I can't find it. November, 5 days ago. Did we just look at this? And for the dollar. December 1. When is Christmas ready? When is Christmas already? Look at this one first. Winter in Central Europe. One more time. Bear with me. I don't see a search engine. Let's see more. Search. Bailout. Weather. Channels. Arctic blast batters Europe. Delayed cold weather to blanket much of. Okay, that might be it. Global warming visualization. December 2nd. Let me see. Delayed. Long delayed cold winter. December 8th. It might be this. Let's look at this. Winter is coming. It's on the same date. Let's look at this real quick. I think this is it. Long delayed cold weather to blanket much of Europe. How do you know? Okay, and yeah, you could do a forecast, but look at this. Okay, it says an update to the Climate Prediction Center's official 8 to 14 day outlook for pre Christmas forecast. More than 2/3 of the lower 48 will be colder than average, with near normal temperatures for the mid Atlantic, above average temperatures for the Northeast. Basically, what they're saying is right now, let's read this. NOAA temperature outlook forecast the West, Southwest, and Mideast, as well as parts of the Southeast, excluding coastal areas, will experience below average temperatures. What? Between December 15th. Okay. The forecast was issued on the 7th. As for the mid-Atlantic, temperatures expected to be around average. Now, this is not what I read. I read the opposite of this the other day. So, not what I'm looking for. All right, it was basically this. Am I reading it wrong? It says, the West will experience below average temperature. So there's a cold snap coming. All right. But what we see, okay, because it's warm here right now, right? Usually it should be cold. The sun wouldn't be out shining. And whatever little tiny bit of rain, this is not average. So anyway, the whole thing about the energy, right, is to freeze you out. No energy and cold weather. What happened in Texas about 1.5 years ago when they directed the jet stream down into Texas, and they saw all of that snow and cold weather at the same time the grid went down. Does that ring a bell? A bunch of people froze. A bunch of people died not knowing what to do, trying to heat their homes in unconventional ways. Okay? So back to being a watchman and warning them, giving you warning, hey, this devil is wily. What is he doing right now? Okay, let's go from here to here. Let's see. That was that. Let's go here. Let's go to Keystone. They're saying it's not an accident.
At Navy Federal Credit.
Slovakia. Okay. So he spoke a little bit on, world politics and what's going on all over the world. But how is this?
Popular preparedness. I'm going to get.
How is this pipeline? How did it suddenly just go down again? Right when it's about to get cold.
You a update on the Keystone Pipeline outage. 14,000 barrels spilled and released. This, of course, hit the markets pretty hard. Now, this happened at 8 p.m. Central Time, so late night Wednesday, but things really started to hit the press yesterday and Thursday. Now, Southern Prepper 1.
And we don't even know about it. Okay, he goes on to say that it was probably an accident and it's not sabotage. Guess what? You don't have spiritual eyes.
They were making some intentional choices, and they're doing some testing of the pipeline itself. So that's what it seems to be pointing to right now. It's over a day in, and we haven't heard any word out there of possible sabotage. So I'm going to say that right now things are not pointing towards sabotage.
Give it a little time, okay? Because they ain't even. This is not even in the news, all right? Went right by me. Even though crazy dude, reported on it, it went right by me. Why? It's not in the news, barely. Why 3 days later is it if it's so serious like you say, and it is, all right? They're getting their ducks in a row. That's what is going on. What about the 9th and the rail strike? Where'd the rail strike go? That was in the news. And now it's not. And then you got this weirdo, right? When I see this guy, like he was in yesterday's video, when you see this guy right here, something ain't right.
A key piece of infrastructure that transports crude oil from Canada to U.S. refineries is offline right now. after a leak in Nebraska. We're talking about the Keystone Line, which carries over 600,000 barrels of crude oil a day. The line was shut down around 9 o'clock our time last night after alarms went off and system pressure dropped. Today, we asked the experts at Gas Buddy about the potential impact this shutdown could have and when it may start to show at the pump.
Now, wait, let's go. Look at this dude. That dude is an agent. Spirit tells me that dude. Look at this. Look.
It may start to show.
Look at this. Anybody can just go out here, right, and do damage if they wanted to. And I am not encouraging that at all. I don't get out like that. What we're doing is we're warning them from me. All right, the Most High is the one that's going to spiral this place out of control, and he's going to use people to do it. He's not going to use the men of the Lord. The men of the Lord are letting you know, okay, where this thing is going. So somebody, with all of the sabotage that's going on, somebody didn't just go out here and do what they have been doing, okay? I don't even want that dude to talk. Let's see what he has to say.
At the pump.
Well, the Keystone Pipeline carries oil from Canada to the refineries in the United States. And so it wouldn't impact every refinery, but it would probably have to take more than a few days that the pipeline is shut down to start resulting in refineries that don't have enough crude oil to refine. So kind of a verdict out on how long the pipeline will be down. I'm sure given how it's a key piece of infrastructure, that TransCanada or TC Energy is likely moving as expeditiously as possible to bring the pipeline back online.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to keep our eye on it and report on it, okay? Because this could be part of a larger plot, which we know you devils be plotting, okay? Stanley, your name is Stanley Plotkin. All right, look that up. All right, now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Dabu, who put something out today, I believe. Goes into yesterday. Which one is it? Okay. Not creepy buzzards. Okay, so it must be 7. What, that's 7? That's 3 sevens. Where you at, Dabu? Right here. Heads up. Okay. This goes into what we were reporting on yesterday. But you got to put it all together. You got to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. It says, heads up, attacks on electric grid strike Oregon, Washington, Carolina substation with gunfire. Okay? All right? I found this. Right? I found this yesterday. I did not pull that up. That's an awesome picture. I found this, right? Let me see. I'll show you where I found it. Because I go and I look for a little, I typed in sabotage, right? Just sabotage, right? That's all. Because I was looking for a thumbnail. And then this comes up and it says this under it. This, not that. Oh, look at that. I might use this one today. Sabotage. Does that look like power? I saw that. Bandcamp. Let me see. Where's what I found? It was all the way at the bottom, and this is what it says. They might be trying to set me up. I know I'm rambling going long, but I'm going to explain myself. Look at this. See, look, Nord Stream, that's about oil. This is what I found. Now, what does it say? Editorial, sabotage in Moore County can't be tolerated. Act swiftly, prevent its spread. All right? I found this under sabotage at the Beastie Boys. Right? So that's where this image came from. And it was right on point. Right? And then I was afraid to put it up. I'm like, Well, they're going to say that I have something to do with it. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Anyway, all right, so something's going on, right? Let's go to back to Dabu and let Dabu speak. This is an hour ago. Here we go. Come on.
This is Dabu 7, and we definitely have something huge going on across the country here in terms of substations being attacked.
Across the country. Okay? What is energy? Well, you got electricity, you got oil. How do you transport oil? On the train. Okay? Through the big rigs. Wasn't there supposed to be a shortage of, well, we only got 30 days left of diesel. What the hell is going on? See, when these so-called elites, when their plans aren't going according to plan, right? They have many contingencies, right? So what we're watching right now is a contingency. What is a contingency? Well, we couldn't manufacture the rail strike the way we wanted it to, so we're going to strike that one. Back to the drawing board. All right? This is how these devils operate.
For those that don't know, we had North Carolina hit, and then we had an event in South Carolina that I reported on as well. New information coming to light showing that we have multiple attacks hitting the Pacific Northwest. This has happened ever since Thanksgiving Day. They have been ongoing. There have been at least 6 different attacks on substations in Oregon and Washington State.
Now put all this together with the oil and the pipeline. Oh, the pipeline just burst. No, they're not saying that about this. Oh, the electricity lines, they just went to the substations, just burst. The transformers just went out on their own.
When you add this to what's happened in the Carolinas, you can now say that we have substations here in America that are getting attacked coast to coast or on both coasts. Now, on the West Coast and the Pacific Northwest, they did the same thing. They shot these places up with bullets. They broke in with vehicles, breaking down gates, and they also did some other things.
But the pipeline just went down on its own. Okay? Days before the rail strike that was struck.
Like throwing chains across bus bars, causing everything to blow all the fuses. They say that whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. They put a warning out on all the stuff up in the Pacific Northwest, and the very next day.
Well, oil doesn't have, oil and electricity are 2 different things, dude. They're not connected.
Is when the events took place in North Carolina. To me, this is all highly suspicious. And when you go through this whole thing and you try to get to the bottom of what's going on, of course, the feds are investigating it. And the feds say there's a bunch of online chatter from extremist groups calling for this, and they're even showing people how to do it. Really? Who are they? Didn't you see? If you saw the video, why didn't you go get them? How was it you guys are just sitting back watching these fools popping off stuff on YouTube or wherever, but yet you haven't taken them down?
Because it's them. Who knows right where to go and shoot? All right. It's going to come out in a couple of days what's going on with Keystone. All right. It's taking too long.
Huh? Can somebody answer me that? How come when the feds are always investigating these fools, it's always too late? Or there's always a suspect that had engagements with an agent before it happened or something crazy. Well, we've got some suspect stuff going down here, and this could very well be a beta run to lights out in this country. Okay? They are shooting up, they are attacking substations on both coasts. People need to be aware of it, so when you wake up one day here in the not too distant future and everything's in the dark, well, you know who did it. And it's not going to be extremist, your everyday American out here that did it. Okay? It's going to be someone that was trained by someone nefarious that did it, so they could point the finger at Americans and say, you're the bad guy. You see what's going on here, America? I hope so. Hit that subscribe button. Join me on Twitter for the live updates. And join me for the live streams Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on top.
All right, there's Boo. All right, so, hey, guess what? Guess what, devil? We know how you get out. We are not ignorant. All right, we're watching you. We're watching you plot. Come on now. Stanley Plotkin. Look at this. Damn devil. This damn devil. Come on, devil. See how that comes right out? And now you don't want to work. Fucking devil. Come on. Come on, devil. Bear with me, Salakia. Baba Shaw, bear with me. No, they both turn at the same time. Damn devil. And it took 2-3 hours for me to load a video yesterday. I'm like, you fucking devil. They were able to break into my Mac. Okay, and 11, right? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. I know that you put some software, you infiltrated my computer. Now you're able to cause things to happen. We understand, okay? Stanley Plotkin, right? See, but the plot, let's get that. Let's just go to Psalm 83. Let's get plot. Let's see if we can find that here. They conspire, they devise, they lay crafty plans. Where's Stanley at? They devise, they forged in secret plans. Oh, Stanley. They are plotting against those you protect. Look at that. Oh, they plot against your people. See, you Jakes are the ones that are going to be hit. When you can't reach over and turn on that furnace, there ain't no oil, there ain't no gas, there's no electricity. What happened in Texas? You Jakes are the ones that went down. Plot. See that plot right there? That's what this is. Let's get Stanley. We'll go ahead and close. Heads up. Let's just type this in. Stanley plot. Look at this. Stanley Plotkin. Who's that? Slovakia. Who's Stanley Plotkin? Oh shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The role of let's hear what this guy. See, I mean, you can't make this up. 2 months ago. Let's listen to the devil snitching.
There are only 3 entities that have had major public health impacts in history. One is clean water. The second is antibiotics, and the third is vaccines. And if in fact it is possible in the 21st century for parents to know with a high predictive value that their children will survive and become adults, it's because of those three things. And really, our society is possible. It's made possible by those developments. And I mean, one of the things that perhaps the most important thought that convinced me when I was 15 to pursue this path is that no physician can have as major an impact on life and death as one who develops vaccines.
Physicians of no value.
Physicians, other physicians, of course, are critical to the care of their patients, and those who develop new surgeries or antibiotics or new diagnostic procedures are critically important. But a vaccine literally.
You know what a PCR test is? It's a diagnostic procedure, and they could get you right there. Oh, you had to take the test. But what's on the end of that cotton swab that they want to stick all the way to the back of your throat?
But a vaccine literally impacts millions and billions of people.
I don't have to get Bill Gates out here, do I? So he can explain. What are the three things again, Mr. Plotkin?
There are only three entities that have had major public health impacts in history.
In history, what are they?
One is clean water.
Clean water. All right, Flint, Michigan. What are you doing? Okay, what were you doing up in Canada? Coal got busted poisoning the water. All right.
The second is antibiotics.
Drugs. Okay, pharmakia. All right, MK Ultra. Where did drugs come from? Well, they're natural. They come out of the ground. Da, 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 da. What were they doing in Nazi Germany? What is LSD? All right.
And the third is vaccine.
And the third is a smallpox blanket. Okay. Why do you get one of these? So whatever they put in the smallpox blanket won't get you. It's all, we got you. Okay. This is nothing new. What is this right here? This is germ warfare. Okay, well, we got the CDC. How come it's not the Center for Disease Eradication? No. You should have said the Center for Disease Population Control. And this is what he's telling you, right? With big words and slick delivery. What is Stanley Plotkin, right? His kinfolk got a plot for for taking down you jakes, all right? So with that anyway, all right? Anyway, let's get one more. Proverbs. Here's what's going to happen to you, devils. Proverbs 26. Whoso diggeth a pit, there's your plot. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. All right? Find a plot in there. Dig in a pit, set a trap, dig a pit. All right? Set a trap. That's good. Good enough. If you set a trap for others, you'll get caught in it yourself. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect are edified. Watch out for these plots, all right? Because your boy Stanley, he's part of it. All right, with that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and few sisters, with that, I'm going to say shalom.